Take 3 of this commentary. It's 91 degrees. It's 7 a.m. in the great state of Texas. And I did this project about a month ago, actually, when I set this first up. It's about 2:45 in the afternoon. And we will be putting together, of course, another cool acrylic pen. Calling this one the Strawberry Project. This one came out of a grab bag like so many other pen blanks that I have right now. And this one actually looks like it has strawberry scales in it a little bit. And weird enough, it kind of actually also smells like strawberries just a little bit. But gonna get this over to the bandsaw, cut down, and we'll do our normal pen build here. So again, Thursdays are usually my pen days. Those are the days that I build pens. By now, I think I've made like at least 24 pens, somewhere close to that. So if you guys aren't interested in pens will be projects for Thursday. But you build one pen, you kind of build them all. But I like making them, so I'm going to keep doing it. So here we are over here on my vise, praying to God that I don't blow out the back of these pen blanks once I start to cut them. But I kind of have an idea of how the angle needs to go a little bit now. So I'm getting a little bit more confident in this one. This pen actually, I thought by just looking at how close the hole was to the edge and the side of the actual blank, I actually thought that it was not going to make it once I got onto the lathe. And we kind of had an issue a little bit later in the project where that kind of almost happens. But luckily we're able to salvage it. So just taking it over to some sandpaper, scratching it up, taking our super glue, throwing that pin blank in there, and then we're just going to do it with the other one. And then literally this is going to sit on my workbench for about 3 or 4 weeks by the time I get to it. So fast forward, this is actually about 4 weeks later. I actually did this project yesterday evening. So you guys are watching this on a Thursday. I actually did this yesterday on Wednesday when I got home from work. And haven't been in the workshop other than making that one blank I made for Sunday's project. But having issues already on the lathe here. I got the spindle going and it just keeps catching and stopping, and I don't know what's going on. So I made some adjustments, added some spacers a little bit, and it worked fine. The one that's closer to the tail stock obviously is the one we're working on, and it went relatively well. So I don't know if I just had things lined up wrong or this was user error. It was probably something I did, because I always say that I am an amateur. I don't know what I'm doing. And I stick by that. That's kind of my mantra. But got it going, and we're shaving down these shavings, and obviously they're bushing up there a little bit. I got a pocket knife, and I'm just trying to take the shavings off. So fast forward a little bit later, ended up switching over and just moving the pieces a little bit, and we're just working down both these pieces here. And, you know, I've pretty much gotten the hang of doing this, so it's kind of going a lot better. I'm getting the edges and the coupling a little bit better, to where I know how to work down the material without it exploding on the lathe. That's still one of my greatest fears, that it's gonna like explode. I'm just gonna get a little bit too close and then kaboom, it's just gonna go everywhere. But you can see here, and sorry for the camera focus, but there's a crack on the left piece here that I'm trying to zoom in, but my camera's having issues. I've dropped this thing so many times, it's not focusing the way I want to, but there's a gap in there initially, so I'm thinking I'm just doomed and this thing's gonna crack. But we play through. I keep on not sanding, but getting the ribbons off of the acrylic pieces, and I'm thinking I'll just sand it out or buffer it out or add super glue or something. I'm just trying to salvage the pen at this point. I'm going, okay, first pen in a while, we're gonna have some issues just like everything else, but get that piece all done and taken care of. I get all the stuff cleaned up, and here it is a little bit better. You can see just how big that crack is. So I'm already dreading what I have to do next, which is try to figure out how to fix that. And I just decided just to clean up the workstation, sand it, and then we're going to take it over to the belt sander, and then some miracle is going to happen where it just miraculously recovers on its own. So didn't do a whole lot of sanding, went from 120 up to 220, or 120 up to 180. Just really light sanding. I find with these acrylic pieces, I don't think I need to sand them. They still come out really well at the end. So a little bit of sanding, a layer of super glue, and typically this is enough for the pen to come out looking really cool. So getting the super glue on there, spinning that down, and then we're just going to let that dry, and then we're going to take it over to the bandsaw, or not the bandsaw, but the belt sander, and get these, extra pieces off. So ended up doing that, getting everything down to the brass fittings and getting everything nice and flush. And I guess I didn't realize it, but I just, that piece that had cracked automatically fixed itself. I guess there was enough material there where I just sanded it down. But The pin assembly, went relatively well. Not a whole lot of issues here. Polishing it up, and then the assembly went really, really smooth. Just another basic pin, but really happy how this one turned out. Everything went smooth, and it will write, and it looks actually pretty decent. So getting a little bit better about doing these pins. So we are all done. Give ourselves the signature, and then we'll do the outro. And this is what it looks like. The lighting super sucks, but I wish it was a little bit better. But it looks really cool. Came out looking pretty awesome. So hope you guys liked it. Hope you guys are watching my YouTube shorts. I'm putting out a lot of material in there, so we get a little bit better engagement. But really happy how this one turned out. Just another plain boring pin. But I'll see you guys in the next one. All right, peace. So project is done, and the pin looks a lot cooler. Came out a lot better than I initially thought. There was a crack in one of these, and I guess I buffered it out. I don't think I sanded it out. I think on the actual belt sander, I might have actually been able to get that fixed. But I really like this pen. It actually smells like strawberries. Call this one the strawberry pen. But really cool, feels good in the hand. Just glad that I was able to salvage that one. I haven't built a pen in a while, actually. I had a bunch of videos stacked up for pins. But man, this looks really, really cool. I dropped my camera outside, and I'm all kind of wonky. So I'm sorry if the framing or the picture doesn't look too good. But anyway, hope you guys liked it. Thursday video. Still trying to work on building this YouTube empire and everything. But hope you guys liked it. Hope you got something out of it. Another fun little pen. But thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Peace.